To grow up here is very evil, I would say, because there are a lot of stuff you see. If you start being a gangster, you won't get out. Yeah, you can't guarantee if you're gonna live tomorrow, because you're dead already.
Welcome to another episode of the Twin Pod. Again, this is Kevin Charles and this is my twin brother Cameron Charles. Before I introduce my guests, I want to make a very valid point, and that is when we started the Twin Pod, we initially started with stories of trauma, stories of difficulty, and stories of resilience. But we want the story of the ordinary that became extraordinary. The gentleman to my right is an exceptional role model to many youth out there. He is an educator in terms of educating the streets. He is a DJ in terms of bringing rhythm and beat to the streets. And more importantly, he's our friend, Mr. Shamlin, aka Biggie, aka DJing. Mr. Hendricks, welcome to the Twin Pod. How are you, sir?
Like I always say, I keep it going. I'm alright. How are you guys doing, man?
My bro, we excellent. You know what, no?
Okay.
You know what? You are a DJ, right?
Yes.
And we will focus on that and other parts as well.
Yes.
My bro, I want to say something, my bro. And my mom is is also inside.
Okay.
I know fuck all about DJing. So I'm excited to have you here, my bro.
That means, my bro, Mr. Charles, you must join one of the workshops that I'm planning for 2025.
Okay.
But we'll speak about that later in the pod.
Absolutely. Before we get into the DJ, you are from Manenberg.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, give us some background, where you grew up, how you grew up, the schools you attended, etc.
Yeah, growing up on my side was very weird. Reason why I'm saying I grew up in Alita Court, which is in Manenberg. Number 9 also, don't come stalk me. But why I say I grew up weird is that I grew up with my aunt and my opa. My father passed away when I was 1. My mother, she went on a whole career journey when I was like 2 or 3 and like came back 13, 14 when I was 13, 14. Okay. So for my whole childhood, I grew up with my opa and my aunt. More detail into my childhood, it was very hard. It was very hard to elaborate on it, my bro. The ironic part is not being on the Twin Pod. That is actually my childhood best friends. Like my first barrage. So you guys knew I was like the darkest out of the crew.
Yeah, and the youngest.
So the squad I always accepted the squad, man, because that was my barrage. But I tend to feel hurt when other people started taking that respect that I have for my barrage and was using it. My example, we always knew how to joke with each other.
Okay.
And like mocking each other, like we can take jokes like Kemi Vit, Cohen Vit, Utos Minteen, Yella, Maluda, Amo, like Wakes was the best.
Yeah.
But that was for me, that remains there.
You know what, Simon? I think with the last, we're able to make offensive jokes without being offensive.
Offended.
Right?
But we get offended when other people do it.
Yes, exactly. But today we can't do that.
Because we can die.
And people are easily triggered.
We can die. Like I will also kill someone in today, and that's not saying I will do it, but the reality of life, man.
Oh, yeah.
But nonetheless, childhood was like, where there is ups and downs. I was always a dreamer.
Okay.
Trying to be different. Here and there, man, was out. We had our breakdance crew. We had our rapping crew. So I think that artistic or that creativity we had as children, that actually kept me sane.
Yeah.
And still going, because Owens, in all honesty, if I realize today and I went on that type of venture, I will also speak about it. But I was actually a depressed lady. And you spoke about it in the beginning of the podcast, like when highlighted what a person went through, like what's the reason of this twin pod. But like, as a friends, I will say I've never highlighted to my baras.
I get
because you my homies. Again, but how other people did it, that was always for me like, nah, you don't have a right to you're not entitled, basically.
Look here, in terms of your schooling, did you experience that as one school? And also, where did you attend
school? I attended school, Edendale Primary.
Okay.
That was Edendale had, like today, shout out to Edendale today, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Again, the sparking that creativity, that outlines, let me actually take my speaks off, because this is what our children need in our community. Like, not only academically, seeing the creativity, because when I went to Edendale, you guys attended Primrose.
Yeah.
You had more activities than ours.
Yeah.
That was now it's just general, but also the lack of teachers' energies. Those times. That was not half a pay. And that's the influence bring I nuwe, like Mr. Charles. You bring the young teachers, yes. You bring technology to teaching. You bringing the social media to your class. So this new type of vibe is sparkling our youngsters. High school, Phoenix High.
How was it then?
Nah, that was actually better because I got my base brass. But I did a man to the karate.
Was it famous going to
But Phoenix was gevaarlijk. I made my own name because I remember grade 8 Valentine's. I sang
I remember.
I sang Valentine's Breathless without the background.
Okay, so you sang Breathless without the background.
Backtrack
music.
Yes.
So check here. Give us quickly a 30-second rendition quickly.
Never because Shane Wood had the voice that time, and that was before my voice broke. and I think that broke my fear of not being afraid to show to people what I can do. Since high school did that.
High school. Simi, I want to ask you about high school now. We're on the topic.
Yeah.
Were you ever bullied on school?
Away? I was, I think grade 10. You guys were off school already.
Yeah.
And then the matriculant, what's his name?
Nah, don't mention his name. It's fine.
Nah, it's silent. But I'm not saying his full name now. That everyone can go on Facebook like the keki.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, that man, he tried something that, remember the narrative of high school, jy was at die toilet en die koop en die op in die toilet.
Yeah.
Okay. Ek was steek gesig al die jare ek kan my ander beste vriend King Wayne. But die een dag my bro, ek bang crash nog. Ek kon in die toilet, hy man, kry my. My bro, die wil die man met kop in die toilet druk.
Serious?
Like, en hy het pa my gemok van het, maar hy het het sat oor doen man. Hy ken my ander bara's aan by Eastern Peak se kante. But it was also that, ek het nooit geweet wat het ek gedoen vir jou dat sy nou, die energy wil oefen op my nie. Nonetheless, there's one day I let it pass. Probably like a few weeks after that, ek kry man weer in die toilet. Hy het niks gedoen hy dag in die toilet nie. Die dag in die toilet is die broer Adam en hy gaat het nou doen. My bro, ek sal jullie lieg ons nou. Julle weet ook as een child dude, ek was nooit fighter aggies. Die dag nou, ek sal hy bro uit in die toilet my bro, laat ek self skrik. En dan is die Abrams toe gaan met traan in my oor, because my bro, ek het geskrik.
Hy sê my, het is sy kop in die toilet gedruk.
No, ek het hom net, like 1, 2, militaire skoot, sat ek om
die toilet?
Hier, ja, en daar was niemand die.
Sê my, dat ek kakgedachte. Sorry vir die pan. Sorry vir die pan.
Nee, ek het enig, but het was ook uit protection.
Okay.
Het was ook uit, again, hy childhood grow up, my bro. Almal het jou sato van 'n gat gevat, sorry vir die language.
Yeah.
But hoe gaat ze actually achterna opstaan, my bro? Because no one ever did something to you, because met wie ze ook is, die paas vir jou. Maar hier krijgt ze die persoon die dag in die toilet en hy is adamant.
But why though? What's the reason?
But die was ook aan my
It's a bully, man. I think it's a bully.
But hy was so my achterna figure ek uit, sy was ook gebully. Since and I understood it, and that was basically like years, like ek was al van school af aan. Toe meet ek vir hom, het ons eendag 'n bland saam geroep. And we went deep in a conversation, maar die gemoseerde my bro, weet jy wat, sy my getraind te traumatize. En ek was, but is as jy wat ek gedoen het, hy ook sê, joh, maar weet jy wat sê, man, hy dacht dat ek sja verskrik. Ek staan achterna op die baan, mijn aan is aan die bie maak om, like lit. En hy ook achterna besef, I won't say don't do it to anyone, but jy kan iedereen toetsie, man. Sy sal nie weet waar, dus hy, wat hy sê, die offensive jokes.
Yes.
You can't do it today.
Yeah, our kids are easily triggered. They don't have that defense mechanism that we and our previous, had. So that is why, if you look, bro, do you think it's because how they grew up in Manenberg or the things they're going through?
Our light is.
Yes.
Yeah, because again the generation is way different to ours. We had a lot of not only educational cartoons, but it was stuff that really told that it was a relatable stories. And daar was kunnen kyk met the groot TV and like adult type of movies that is showing them already what is adulthood, and they are craving to be that person instead of this person or this lighty or this child.
I spoke to Mr. Meyer about this. I spoke to him that the idea of a childhood is gone. Hij een paar keer gespeeld. Wat is een paar keer gespeeld?
Mijn broer, ik kan Ryan, ja, ik nou die dag gepraat. Hoe oos, hij tangled hem laten. In like, hoe komen het met het afgegaan? Because we had a lot of injuries there.
Okay.
Maar
dat afgesteel. Maar waarom een keer?
Thanks to, but voor mij was het like, ja, ik denk je bij injuries gemaakt, no? Maar dat actually voor zijn life lessons geleerd. It made you tough. Because my bro, dat wees je op die kap. Die ding, die hij uiste, like, yo.
My bro, I was scared, my bro. Ik zou op die dangen gaan op die
sailingboot.
Op die sailingboot. Ik zou bij
dat doen, maar
do me a favor now. Look at the current, I would say 6 to 13-year-olds. Look at them and look at their knees. Schoen, as in ook niet.
Maar die een schrapen niet.
Bro!
Nog wat de late species gewas. But anyway, I think, yeah, dat is wat high school voor me gesuipt. And again, die namen die ik gemaakt heb, people mock me after that Valentine's show, no? But I created again, dat is autism. Die bereik cancer, mijn beste bereik gedaan zei daar, hij maakte het Michael Jackson, zoals als hij music type of duo.
Okay.
Wat die school kan daar gezien het al. And we grew that type of energy on it as well.
Is that also where you found the love for music and to become a DJ?
Bro, love for music was our claims of again, uit experience like this was my colleagues in my dance crew, my crew members. We were also rap niggas. So the love for music come out from claims of and I think the different genre of music for my personally, just because now I'm a piano. So
do you specialize in that?
I'm there now.
Okay.
Due to it's a sound what you got to down. You're like forever.
Yeah.
We had Gom, we had all these other genres, but altijd the soft instrumental, but still beaty type of genre. In your East, that's why I'm stuck here.
Look here, give me your opinion on the Afrikaans rap.
But bro, it is actually booming.
It's booming, no?
It's booming. I missed and supported. Missed meaning I'm there to miss this whole music industry up to market Afrikaans and Afrikaans rap, because you know, shout out to the pioneers of it. Daar is ook my mentors like Reddy T en Azul to mention deze mensen had me verder in die DJ career laat gaan naartoe. Shout out to the mensen, I won't say on my category, because I don't put myself in a category, I'm putting myself in an age category.
Okay.
So the G's in our age category, the 90s man that's now in the industry, like Matt Levi, them, Marshall Hendricks. That's my G, my bro. Legit. Sean Dion, them, King Smasher, my G. There's a lot of gents now that and I think that's why I'm grateful, man. Because this person I am, I'm really where where we pray to be, man. Because again, you're asking on Afrikaans rap. Remember, we always wanted to do that.
You know what? No? There was a taboo or a stereotype with Afrikaans rap. Nah, man, dat klink nie reg nie. Right? For years.
Yeah.
We couldn't break through, right? Because it was stereotypical that no, there is an American sound. Exactly, and this rap has a sound, right? So it took 1 or 2 people to break that stereotype.
Yeah.
No, bro, the artists we have, Crowbars and Culture Gang and Pengiele.
Allemaal agents, Laxman hulle. That is my bro, and to be honest, I've sit in multiple times met hy mense in the room. En is 'n honor, ek sal nie vir julle lieg nie.
Top 3.
Yo, nee, ouens kan nie.
No particular order.
No order, ja, dat is top 3.
Top 3.
Ek gaan sê uit my liefde uit liefde en wat ek committed daar. Yes, Maasikin.
Okay.
Please check that out.
Okay.
Yes, Maasikin is a authentic, unreleased artist that none of us is knowing.
Okay.
Yes, Maasikin is from Manenberg.
Wow,
Okay.
man.
Take note of that. Yes, Maasikin is an entrepreneur and a business owner as well. Number 2, I must put Matt Levi. Because you know why, no? Not only because he's a manskap. That man really broke Afrikaans draw to where most honor is. And I'm not putting him as the crown. But as dieselfde soos ek maak byvoorbeeld, ek is 'n amapiano DJ. I call myself the Ama King. But I know there's many amapiano DJs that's probably better than me.
Yeah, okay.
But what I can serve you is something that I know that you need.
Class.
And that bro, Matt Levi, he does serve us that. And I'm not lying, my bro, because
Is that the third
Penguin
one?
promo, that's my second one.
Second one.
Okay.
Kijk, Penguin promo. Matt Levi, saam my project
Yes.
gewerkt, so ding hy deep emotion vibe to it. It's deep. Ek sê vir Penguin promo, hulle min hy number 2, ek is
Okay, it's fine.
Wil jy nou wat
Yeah,
hulle
yeah,
sê?
yeah.
Dan number 3 moet ek gaan nog 2 mense. Yo, ja, dis ons first daai. Ek kan nie top.
It's a twin pot, bro. It's a twin pot.
Ek kan nie top 3, you know, but ek gaan nou weer nou 'n paar name noem, ouens. Sorry vir die. Because you know what, no, as mense wat ek really respect in die game.
Okay.
Kyk soos MP, is the MP. I love that man. Lyricist wise, education music, we need that.
Yeah.
Sean Dion, King Smasher, we need that. Gospel rap, Afrikaans rap, soul music, and gospel music. That's that man's type of genre. We need Laxman as well. Laxman brings the ghetto, that lekker
Yeah,
feeling.
that guy's flow is top, bro.
En sy
Top.
rhyme scheme toe.
Yes.
As nog glomoene wat die man wil noem, ne? But ja, het gaat die toonpot baie oudsins en julle weet ek is
Yeah.
vir julle.
I have one guy where this guy is top.
Ek gaan die agree met jou.
Crowbar. Crowbar.
Guys, ek het vir Crowbar gemeet nou.
That guy.
Ek het op vry man, ek meet hy man in die Ottery by the Palmos place. It's also a podcast spot. We also studio in my but respect for that means also. That's why I'm saying there's a lot of means in this industry that I sat with in a room. Like even KGM, I met that man once or twice.
Counts again.
OG, young OG there.
Yeah.
Like shout out to them. They bring that dope.
Even Ludo G.
Klaar man ook gemeet. Spin op by man sien sy. Enigste man wat ek nog wil meet is King what's it? King Junior King.
Junior King, okay, the guy from PE.
Yes. And I have family from PE. So soon when I get there, Chings bro, ek gaan jou meet. Of jy pick up DJs. But away gents, I think that's my list for now. And that's people I play basically also. Emil Kapil. As mense wat ek gespeel het as background DJ. Sien jy? As people that are also wait for me just sit it. As people that I played for as background DJ. That's why I'm mentioning you guys these names. It's not only people that this is my top. This is means that I played for and you I honor the art.
Listen, so when I teach, no?
Yes.
No, and I'm in a class, I know when I'm on it, man. Because I can see the learners, I can see how they respond. I know when I'm having a good lesson.
Yes.
Okay. When you're a DJ, do you know when you're having a good session?
Yes.
But do you know when you're having a bad one?
Yes.
Now, how do you respond to that?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, no? Like, there's many a place. There's places where you play for 5 people. Then there's places where you play like this place is
You play
so
for 5
out.
people, me bro.
But bro, you have to play. You booked for the event. You
If
got
5 people
getting
pitch
paid.
up to the event.
And you get paid. You need to play, bruh. It's the same as you having a class.
Yeah.
There's 3 children.
You have to
3
teach.
learners. You have to teach. They go on because it's your work.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Cousin, we just have to enjoy ourselves. That's where that's actually where you dig deep into your passion and be like, me bro, I'm actually not here for the numbers. I'm here for my craft.
Okay.
I'm here for my work. So I don't care if there's 5 million. So not to say I don't care, but there's 5 million. So I'm gonna make them feel like this place is sold out. Seems like.
Respect, bro.
And even with a sold out place, I'm gonna make them feel that this place needs to be bigger. Seems like it's the main space for you.
Same with the music industry, you know. How do you generate money? Is it ticket sales? Is it sponsors?
Mostly ticket sales and also it's basically YouTube promoters, also people that organize the events, so they have to pay you. Seems like some gigs do go unpaid. I'm also utterly honest. I think that's what I also want to be different in this industry, because we can't boast that this DJ game, it is there, but somewhere, my bro, you follow. So like I'm saying, you get money, but there's some gigs you don't get money. That's your choice also. But it depends also, my bro, what type of connects you get out of it. You can get a network out of no money, and you can talk to a manager or a different promoter.
Remember, just back on the previous point I made, man.
Yes.
Look here. How do you know when you die on stage?
Yeah. So when I know is when the floor gets empty.
So you are performing and people are walking out.
Cousin, that happened already. Okay, I come at this one spot. I prepare a yellow private amapiano, like instrumental jazzy vibe. My breaks feel the track. That's like in the 6 or 7 minute. People started moving on the floor. Yeah, I'm like, huh? And this place was like, it was like probably 80 to 90 people since on the floor. Was about 30 people. Like liquor, man. The DJ before me played liquor, jazz, old school. Now ik ben I'm a piano flew, like it really flowed into it. I'm not lying. But also people don't understand it since or they don't want it. It's also the crowd's choice. Since they can't come and spare your numbers. We are there to teach people, but we also there to accommodate people. That's the sad part. Sinds elke DJ gaat jou sê, ek is hier om vir jou songs te speel. But my bro, if they pay me, I need to play the tracks. So yeah, that happened. Floor got empty. Wat moet ek maak? Start playing a trending track so that people can come back. That was the only way, but I had start keeping it on the trending tracks so that people can be like, my bro, no rug the DJ, and it got packed and packed till people came to the DJ booth, and I'm like, nah man, sir. This generation of or this music type of generation of today is different to what I've learned back then. Back then, remember we enjoyed quite the music back then. We didn't understand nothing, but we enjoyed it. Today, my bro, it must trend first before I enjoyed it.
Oh.
And I don't understand that. It doesn't need, my bro. There's a lot of trending songs I'm not playing. And that's no hate to any artist that's creating it.
Wait, Ziggy,
that's a club monopolis. I would say Manenberg, Gaswan, G Major, MC Koning, like these names. So fire also. There's money here in the bug, that's also in the game. But yeah, since so that's also my trip. Like we've moved away from just enjoying music, you know, what your ears being on authentic mode, to now just being on trending mode. So as I number nie gaan trend oor 1 million, then I don't like it. Since or if it doesn't play a lot on TikTok, then it's not still a song, or I don't know it. Because kijk, as 'n number trend op TikTok, die kinders sing dit al woord vir woord. So
Yo,
sy
I've
wat
seen that.
sy ken nie eens die volle number nie, maar sy is hy so net omdat hy stukkie trend op TikTok. You get what I'm saying? And artists, yeah, shout out to that. They made effort to create that vibe. But I'm also, personally, my side and my opinion as a DJ, we need to be on that authentic vibe, man.
Yeah.
I think that's where people enjoy themselves better.
Okay.
Send me ticket sales, the most you ever sold in the club or
The most I sold, personally, or
no the whole event.
the whole event.
Yes.
That I was booked at.
Yes.
That was basically it was 3 events, 3 major ones. It's the one in Gordons Bay, that was the Winter Wonderland. That was also sold out weekend.
Yes.
It was the Cotton Fest 2023. I played there. That was also sold out vibe in Cape Town here.
Okay.
My Owens Cotton Fest. That okay, I don't want to keep on that. And then the third one was DJ Masi's 10th anniversary at Stones Claremont.
Okay.
It was bro. It was packed.
Sold out.
Sold out.
Were you there by Rock in the Daisies in Atlantis with what did you?
No. I got the opportunity to work there.
Yeah.
And I went through my own vibe, that's why I declined it. But I worked at Basic Festival. I worked there twice. Like same narrative, same vibe. Yeah.
Sammy, would you encourage any children, aspiring DJs to go into the profession and explore?
What I will say is that don't take it as your main lane. Since I won't say take it as your hobby. Take it as your artistic side of you. Since because we were born with the academic brain and artistic brain. So maybe I'm not smart in my academic vibe, but I'm better in my artistic vibe. But you need to keep both and also balance, because you can't go far without the education. That's just honesty. Yeah, we need connections and channels, but that education part gives you the 1 foot in.
Yes.
At least. Sinds of het geeft je net iets dat je kan praten. Dat is wat education maakt. But away, dat is niet meer de balance. Moet niet zangen van don't follow the world. And I think what Mr. Moses said, it was really capturing. Don't crave what other people have. Because you do get lost in it. Trust me.
Send me if you were able to feature with someone, dead or alive, who would it be?
I will say Biggie Smalls.
That's the obvious one.
I got to know what that is. Dead or alive, bro. Yo.
Say Biggie Smalls.
Nah, I will actually feature myself, bro.
You feature yourself?
Because you know what now? I have a lot of stuff to write about, but I'm still on that writer's block, because I'm also, you do know I write musical ones. So I would like to feature myself. Facts.
Sammy, serious question before we go.
Yes.
Did DJ save you from the ills on the Cape Flats?
No. Yes and no. But I highlight mostly no, because if you are mostly DJing on the Cape Flats, you are still stuck in the narrative of the Cape Flats. And that's again no judgment to our communities, but we as DJs, if we are stuck to where we live and we are surrounded to where we are prone to become like that, then gaan ons ghetto DJs blame. But yes, it saves us once we bridge the gap to go outside. Example, playing at Cotton Fest. It was the most heaviest highlight of my life, bro.
Wow, man.
That's a festival that Ricky recreated in Johannesburg. And
R.I.P.
it came to Cape Town. R.I.P. to Ricky. See me, man. It came to Cape Town, and I was part of that stage playing for a Cape Town artist. Shout out to Marsh and Hendricks. But also that of like, it saved me because it brought my artistic side out, and it bridged me to people that it's not from our community, basically.
Say me before we go, one last question.
Yes.
How much do you make on one night, bro? It's a 2 and 4!
First part.